Pre-Symbolic's first 300 sentences are published online in Shampoo, issue 39. My form's conceptual substructure with manifest, variable word counting, enabling creative decisions, is analogous to Ghost Trance Music's manifestly numerical pulse sequence, enabling creative decisions. I call my form trance sequence in homage to Braxton. Ghost Trance Music's numerical structure is more communally participatory than the 1984 to 1993 quartet's collage structure. Ghost Trance Music's pulse sequence is palpably experienced, while the quartet's collage strategies are imminently secret. I conceived of trance sequence from contemplating Ghost Trance Music's music in itself before I studied its descriptions and theories. Pre-Symbolic expresses my expansive critical interest in history, particularly toward Western culture, in common with Braxton. When Pre-Symbolic is published this year, I've decided to realize its social overlay outside of the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. My next use of trance sequence is in my current poem, The Totality Cantos, from Pre-Symbolic to Totality, a method. My current poetic project is The Totality Cantos, the synchronic sequel to Pre-Symbolic's Diachronism, a poem conceptually and interchangeably about everything, the synchronous archive of present knowledge, emphasizing the unprecedented access to knowledge, enabling the construction of the most encyclopedic poem ever written. The poem is concerned with hundreds of subjects in arts, economics, history, law, philosophy, politics, religion, and science, mathematically organized into overlapping concentrations over 100 cantos of 100 lines each, with Pre-Symbolic's constraint of every set of 10 sentences applied to every set of 10 lines. The Totality Cantos' length, as 10 times that of Pre-Symbolic, aims to be decouply exponentially more complex. Contradictory positions to destroy their partialities and construct the context of totality. The concentrations are a model for prioritizing subjects in the context of totality, for specific interventions and the total insurrectionary panoply of knowledge. The poem and totality are mutually enriching and insubordinate. My aim is to complete and publish the Totality Cantos 1 through 10 as a chapbook in 2012. The Totality Cantos 1 through 10 has been completed ahead of schedule, and the revised aim is to complete through Totality Canto 50 by the end of 2012. Totality Canto 1. Perform significance attitudes, another and less instituted. Stake wisdom. Pleasure catastrophes, real thought method steeped Messiah internet. Forge inauguration lines, making historical fist, peoplehood desire life. Division supreme vernacular, personal dung heap soul formed. Theorizing disciples' dharma economies live. Physical interpretation middle. Humpty. Moomin instantaneous greater past. Prepared limitless Roberts's memory drop mass democracy. Archaeology essentially dead. Levels naive Eve home. Saw time thumped subordinate Brahmin new. Described attention. Gender, music, consciousness, exemplar scope. Aerial, tandem, knowledge, moving, totality, solo. Sequence, labyrinthine surprise. Stresses, graven pluralism, par artifice, ordering puzzle stages, embellishment throw. Rabbi, hand, fabric, space, research, pilgrims breathe. Empower, serious, estimated, chance-driven, inhabited hells, spoiled heel. Cognitive, behavioral. Waterpot, temporal, winnowing basket. Depend, responsiveness, self-complete construction logo, message bearers, universality party. Kappa, preserved architect, Genesa, confusion microscoped, Matri. Scored, nickname useful. Debilitating, appropriate, chronic, however, worship-looking area prevents tabloids amongst. Theological belong, vanished, encapsulate, preceded built. Please trouble fear, misalignment, invention, social failed master. Ask rationalist, empire trolley shift. Fact throughout. Express. Well-informed standard caste specialist. Conservatory. Attack champagne, sprinters, spread yields, colleague sword, fortune cookie goths. Play literature. Number outside field ideas common. Speech process striking supplement dug stepping stones, inanimate acquired. Holy whom pose means cross-cultural hermeneutics. Feminist disasters, centuries narrative. Always verbosity, fragmentary creation, modulatory, contradictory event, actually present arts. Herdsman mark returning archetypal tam precisely after. Yom, inherited age. Subjecting don't, psychoanalysis, roots gained altering general. Dramatically free, ruthless, modern, non-sexist, aria, slave voice dimensions extensively. Chronological. Tunnel, language, mina. Difference advance. Text, contact, professional nirvana, post key, abortion appropriate. Media hero quo mock reality. Recognizably extrapolated abnormal cluster identity dresses. Unravel, community, hymn, trinity, criteria, pretend polis, natural renaissance. Commercial, reading rock itself. Inspired stick vicinity, stripped gramophone. Mainstream swapped sati mata, intellectual's remainder. Reaction, tablets, lisp, caprice, ruler, joke, nevertheless, animal shaping. Relations, paragraph, distinctive, expand, feature questions. Southern, gin, folk songs, based high, bowed, rehabilitation, busily. Granted telling leaders, importing conservatives, bemoan die clearly. Brought hill walking variable. Appeal, figure, impact, alaka, crudely bit, disillusionment, experienced even up. Darshanas, drapery, hypotheses, dancing. Ethical, philosophy, franchise, manipulated, spawned, lion-skin pole ducks. Sober, ebon, humankind, distasteful essays, open, popular individuality. Combination, scrutinize, and canny struggle, century rights, finding liberation decisions. Found science, destruction, cooperatives, accordance galaxies. Conscience, ordinance, subatomic xenorite. Politics, analogous. Speaks, preceding convention. Unvarying insistence, expansion teachers as churches, studying communist, present, Uranian interests. Characterization, celluloid math mission. Encode, evolved foreign cubic officer decades, participative, independent during gone. Try non-kosher, honest disease. Undermine curriculum instance, engagement structures, partly. Conduct spent, taken Iceman, Arapakana god, terracotta calendar ignite. Sources traveled, section thorns, carving novel occur. Obfuscatory brain pollsters, compliance eyes, wasting accent factors. Focusing phenomenal complexities, object scene. Injustice echo. Allowed academic personality contribution subject. Without reasons works. Asunder chaos immortality press. Foul tasting to fill in revolution, Cold War and Republic watch wars. Success. Christ chapter become between totally synagogue, neglected, violence, light behalf. Espoused homosexuals presage, changing religion, adopted. One parable, other systems, judge, energy, understanding. Shall reception rearers, crucified symphony, reverse alternative river fundamental. Onto effect. Fleshy armed truths, finger, compulsion, impossibility words. Skill ceremony. Despotically lyric salvation, slower cables, basic bathing, sits, secret attempting. To discussing, deconstruct. Bright least biblical excavation satisfactions. Pure, aljomarat, game, representing authenticity draw. Within. Enrichment conundrum pretense threat. Coaxed chatting milieu, locked talus, cutting author minimizes measured. Intensive, decipherable, trident rooms, legal shiny content critics.